This series will be very different from everything else, as I'm just recommending things that I think are very cool. The first series I want to talk about is Overgeared because it is one of the very few series where the main character actually changes from chapter 1 to whatever the latest chapter is. And I will give you a damn cookie if you can tell me any other series where the main character is completely different from chapter 1 to whatever the latest chapter is. Kind of like the Green Book, which I recently just watched, where the first time the main characters in this were stopped by police, it was normal annoyance at being pulled over by the cops. The second time, they were instantly pissed because they thought they were going to get another racial profiling. That was until they found out that they just had a flat tire and the cops were actually there to help. Another thing I like about Overgeared is that the main character is just trying to make money. And also, the main character just existing the way he does somehow gets bitches. And I swear, if we were to look it up, yep, just as I thought. This man got bitches, 5 of them, 2 of which are real, the others are all inside the video game that the majority of the story takes place in. What's really interesting about it is that for the longest time the main character has a literal phobia of women where he distrusts all of them, specifically real women, with the only exception being his mother and his sister, and then eventually he becomes sort of friendly with the girls in his guild. And what makes it really funny is they are all 100% into this dude, with both women try to sleep with him upon their first meeting. And only one is from Korea. The other, the brown skinned chick, is from Brazil, which does cause some minor problems later on, for her at least, but she don't care, she wants that D.
You know, boys, I think we found a rat.
If Overgeared is what I recommend the series to be, this piece of crap, 99 plus stick, is something I recommend you avoid like the Black Death, as it is one of the worst gaming maoes I have ever witnessed in my life. And I don't even feel like talking about it anymore, so let's continue with the rest of this crap. Now, normally I hate these kinds of series where the main character is God Almighty and they act worse than anything most of the villains can do, besides human sacrifices and crap. But this is the one story that is an exception, since the main character being that way makes sense, as they were the Lord of Hell for a millennia. And just like in Overgeared, this man too has bitches. With one being an angelic yandere, another being a demonic succubus he hates, and the third being a domineering tomboy who devil be damned if you get in her way. I love the series since the entirety of it is just the main character wanting to live a somewhat normal life on Earth, as he missed everything about it and he hated being in hell. His sole reasoning on being a good guy is literally just because he wants everything to be normal so he can eat his stew and possibly flirt with his main yandere chick. I literally love it because while the levels and skills and whatever don't make any sort of sense, because the main character, even at the lowest level, can whoop anybody's ass. Just try him. He's from the hood in hell, and he run that shit, son. The main character is just constantly acting like a demon as well, but there are also rare moments where he acts like a human. It is honestly one of the best post-apocalyptic gaming maoes, and I highly recommend it to anyone who wants to read about a godlike being who does whatever they want.
Come on, fellas. How long does it take to clean up a mess?
To be honest, this isn't anything like 99 plus stick. This is an actual enjoyable series, but it is worse than A Millennia in Hell, which a lot of people might hate, but you know, whatever. This series is worse overall, as it has the same basic premise of an overpowered godlike character, but unlike in Millennia of Hell, this guy makes no sense. He just goes from being normal to Giga Chad godlike being within a matter of, I think, in universe a week. And the way he gets strong and everything about the series is just terrible, if you think about it. If you don't want to think about any of this and you just want to read something enjoyable, just turn your brain off and just keep scrolling through them pages and you will find blissful happiness. Which is honestly the only thing we all really want when we read these types of stories. But to give a little context on why this story sucks in comparison, is I honestly believe the author has no idea how games work. It's either that or they never go full in depth on how stats work in the series, as the main character puts everything in strength, and yet he's somehow still faster than anybody who specializes in speed. Like, does the strength stat increase everything of his body? Because that would be stupid. Because I get it making him more of a peak physical specimen, but what the heck does that have to do with him being fast? That's usually dexterity or agility. Along with that is, any enemy he faces will have a different color name telling him how strong or weak it is in comparison to him. But what truly makes it worse is the fact that nobody but the main character can ever grow. You're assigned a rank, and then you're fucked. Whatever rank you are, with most people I think being E or D, they can never go past that, which makes the story less interesting, as you will never see somebody try to get revenge on the main character ever, as if he doesn't kill them, they can never get strong enough to face him again, because a C rank will always be a C rank, while the main character goes from being F all the way to S, and then to whatever the fuck is beyond S. Those were my recommendations. Do with them as you please. Check them out. Hate them. Love them. I don't care. I just thought of giving them a shout out because I love them and enjoy them and thought you guys might as well. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll continue the normalcy of my train wreck videos, but I may post recommendations like these next time. If you have an idea of what you would like me to recommend, let me know and give us a like if you care about seeing more of what I give a fuck about. Till then, subscribe to become a stalker, ring that bell to become an ultra stalker, and dun 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 dun.